talk about a stunning about-face in the Idaho college murders case. Bryan Kohberger, who pleaded guilty to killing 4 students and is serving 4 life sentences, say he was tricked into confessing. He now wants to take back his plea and have his day in court. Last year, Kohberger admitted to killing University of Idaho students Madison Mogen, Kaylee Gonzalez, Xana Kernodle, and Ethan Chapin at an off-campus house in 2022. On Monday, Kohberger filed a handwritten petition for post-conviction relief. He says his lawyers convinced him to confess to a crime he didn't commit. Kaylee Gonzalez's father just told our Jesse Weber exclusively he's not surprised by this filing.
Because he's an egomaniac psychopath. He's always wanted to control the room. He's always wanted to dominate the people around him. I mean, this guy's creative, and he's got a master's degree and he's working on a PhD. So he's not a moron, even though he writes like an idiot.
Joining me now to break this all down, I've got criminal defense attorney and former prosecutor David Gelman. David, you and I have been chatting about this all morning long. I'm just curious, in your experience, both prosecuting and defending, how often does somebody convicted and sentenced actually get a plea reopened?
I've never seen it happen, honestly, Markie. It's very difficult, damn near impossible to have happen. Judges, when they take a guilty plea, they make sure that the defendant knows exactly what they're doing. So they make sure that they're not under the influence of any drugs, alcohol, medication that could enforce it or that could affect their mind at all. They make sure that nobody's forcing them, coercing them, threatening them to take the actual plea. They do plea papers to make sure that they know exactly what they're doing. And then they have to do a plea colloquy. So they have to actually confess to what they actually did. They make sure to make the record is exactly how it should be, so they don't have to deal with something like this, where you have a defendant coming back a year later because they have buyer's remorse, is what you like to call it. So it pretty much never happens. I've never seen it personally.
Yeah, and we just heard Kaylee Gonzalez's dad say he's an egomaniac. He's claiming this is all about ego. Do you agree with him? And if so, I'm guessing you weren't surprised by this filing yesterday.
1,000%. I totally agree with Kaylee's father on this one. Yeah, I mean, everything we're hearing about Bryan Kohberger, he is an egotistical psychopath, honestly. I mean, look, we know that he likes the spotlight. He wants to be in the actual entertainment, if you think about it. So, he probably realizes, look, this is probably my last shot. I think he realizes he has no shot at actually getting this appealed and getting an actual trial here because he gave up his right to do so. But he knows that at least people will be talking about him again, like you and I are doing right now. And that is his goal. So I do believe that the father is, spot on this one.
Yeah. And you don't think that he cares that this would re-expose him to the death penalty if this were to be actually taken up and reconsidered?
He's smart enough to realize that it's not going to be overturned. He's not going to be able to take back his guilty plea. The trial judge, who is a judge who did the sentencing, did the plea, is the first judge who's actually going to have to, look at everything and make sure that there was no ineffective assistance of counsel. And I can guarantee you, the judge is going to find that there was absolutely no ineffective assistance of counsel. Then Bryan Kohberger could then appeal that to the Supreme Court of Idaho, but at the same time, they're going to find the exact same thing. So Kohberger is doing this for one thing and one thing only: attention.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.